Happy Tuesday. I hope whatever you're doing, it's not raining where you are. It's raining here today. We just heard some thunder. It is also 83 degrees, so it'll be humid later. Hey, Tom, good to see you. A cool gamer. Thanks for joining me this afternoon, this rainy afternoon in Columbus, Indiana. Oh, hey, foraging. It's all right. I think we needed the rain. We've been needing it for a while. I've had a very busy time since I last spoke with you. I had the free event on the farm sponsored by the Bartholomew County Historical Society. When I put Tom's getting the thunderstorm too. Well, stay safe while you're watching the thunderstorm. Don't forget to bring your water. Stay hydrated in this heat. I think it's almost over. I was looking at the weather. It's still supposed to rain all week in the 80s. Oh, and then next week it's supposed to go up again. So yeah, let's brace ourselves for more heat and stay hydrated. Hey, Bud Files, good to see you this afternoon. I hope you and yours are doing well. Hey, Collector Rick, or should I call you Richard? Good to see you this afternoon. It has been a time, I'll tell you. And then Sunday, my friends Miss T and Tampa's Creek Homestead and More and Don't Hurt the Harvest came over, and they were the first YouTubers to see my honey house in person. That was awesome. I love you ladies, are so dear to my heart. We met on these YouTube streets and became friends. You'll always be my friends, ladies, and I consider you sisters as well. Yes, we will be watching for the rain. We'll see what kind of bee work we can get in. I know I've been waiting on More Alive to see if they're going to make a queen from the brood that I gave them. And then the colony that I took to the farm, I put in the observation hive. I put them right back where they came from until I can get into the other colony to see if they made a queen. So there's a lot of waiting involved in the keeping of bees sometimes. Tom will be live at 7:30 p.m. tonight on his channel, everybody. We'll be sure. And what will you be talking about, your topic? Because I did not come with a topic. I've been thinking of different things. It's just been one thing after another. I'm kind of tired. My daughter just left, as a matter of fact, and then her husband called just before I went live. Well, tell her that the road is flooded. I said, well, she's going to find out when she gets there because she just left and she's not looking at the phone while she's driving. So. And remind me how many you have there, Collector Rick. That's kind of how I roll too. Okay, so Tom is going to be, his topic tonight will be the update on his grafts and the summer beekeeper stuff. Awesome sauce. 5 colonies now. You can check one every weekday. I always thought my goal was always to have 7. That way I had one that I could check each day of the week. So that is good. 5 colonies. Keep growing, keep growing. Right now we're holding steady at 25 spread through three yards, mine and 2 other yards. And it's been great. Now Tom is up to 53 colonies. That is a good number to aspire to. Does that put you at sideliner status, or do you have to have 100 to be considered a sideliner? I am a humble backyard beekeeper with too many colonies. That old saying is, are you running your bees, or are your bees running you? So something to consider. Sometimes it seems like they're running me. It is a lot of bees. If you think 30 to 50,000 bees per colony, that's millions of bees. So Tom is a non-traditional beekeeper. I'm still trying to find out and learn about all the different ways to do this. Find out, like, there's a lot to talk about. 2.5 million bees. That is a lot of bees. And that's a lot of honey. Do you have a number? So far, I'm like 120 pounds, but there's still 3-4 colonies I have to check for honey yet. They were shaken out of the shake test, so I had to let them sit. Oh, let's see. Is it still helping? I know it is a medicinal honey. I'm still trying to remember. I know we talked about something. I remember seeing you moved the entrance to the side there. And the the way that I deal with the mite situation is oxalic acid vapor. My husband he bought an insect fogger, and he has his own solution that he uses. Hey, there's Don't Hurt the Harvest. Good to see you this afternoon. We had such a wonderful visit. It seemed like it just went too quickly, though. You guys were leaving. It seemed like you just got here and then you had to leave. But it was really good. I hope we can do that again soon. This week I'm going to be getting ready for the new sink. We got a new kitchen sink. The old kitchen sink will become the outdoor cleanup sink. So that'll be good for having chores to flow. Uh-oh. Can everybody else hear me? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, great. I know these things, they take time. Progress, not perfection. Okay, Tom can hear me. Rick can hear me. Well, I know there's some storms going through our area. I don't know if that's going to affect your connection or not. Hello, Matt at Sandy Valley Honey Company. Good to see you this afternoon. Okay, Foraging says she can hear me. It might be your connection. Don't hurt the harvest. So far, so good. I know the sun was trying to come out and then it started to rain again. And so that rain kind of sets back the honey a little bit, drying out the honey. Because the way that they've been doing, they're not all ready at the same time. Some colonies are still fanning it, trying to cap it over. And then other colonies have already got it capped over. I brought frames this time. This one here is a medium. This is what we usually get honey from. And this one is a deep, usually used in the brood chamber. But it can also be used, it's just heavier when you use it for honey. So I did remember these. I don't know if you were here last week. I forgot to bring them as an example. Hang on. Things falling over. There. Get situated here. Good. Everybody's saying hi. Thanks for coming in this afternoon. Like I said, we're getting ready to install a new kitchen sink, so I have a lot of cleanup to do. I won't bother you too long this afternoon, but I did want to come on and say we had a great time at the farm. Thank you to Bartholomew County Historical Society for putting that on. We always have so much fun out there. I always feel like I can breathe. It's surrounded by crops. You can see the highway from the farm, but it's far enough away that you can focus on other parts of the landscape. I met a lot of neat people, and as always, the children that come up, some like the honey, some don't. But they usually come back to try again. But then the next one is going to be the Reeves Festival. That's August 9th. That one will start at 4 p.m. and run until 8 or 10 p.m. I'll have to get the details. But I do know 4 p.m. Reeves Festival, August 9th. And there will be other beekeepers there to meet. It'll be fun. I hope if you're in the area, August 9th, you can come out and see us there. Hang on, because there was something else I was going to say. And then I looked at the camera lens One of these live sessions, it's going to just, the rest of it's just going to break off, and I'll be able to speak to the camera with ease. Yes. Oh yeah, last night, Wildwoods Honeybee Farms, Grayson had Lisa Gowan on. She's Grammy midwife. They had a really nice bee chat. I've known Lisa since the beginning. I think back in 21, 22, 3 or 4 years ago. It's because I've been keeping bees for 6 years. That doesn't seem possible, but it's true. We got our first bees in May 2019. And my first experience was a package that we bought from Georgia. And now in hindsight, I think a nucleus colony would have been a better choice, because a lot of my nucleus colonies outperform even the 8-frame and 10-frame colonies that I have in honey production, as well as more bees. Something about the 5-frame, and I go triple deep. And I also have medium 5-frame boxes that I use. I do like the nucleus colonies and the 8-frame and the 10 frames. I just like bees. Can you tell? Oh, goodness. So what's going on with Matt's apiary? Are you still in the chat? It's been a while since I've been to the evening chats, but I'm trying to free up more evening time. Things are happening quickly and abundantly. Got the honey house, and I was just in there. It was 82 degrees inside with the fan on and the windows open. So I didn't want to go live from there yet. Tuesdays. I'm gonna try to do this evening. And that's your weekly reminder to stack silver, gold, and honey from Collector Rick's honeybees. 140. Wow, that is a lot. Yeah, see, sometimes the bees run us because they still do what they do. Well, thanks for sharing that. What's going on in your neck of the woods, Matt? I appreciate it. And may your harvest be plentiful. And remember to check your gates, please. Let's not have any more spills. I've been checking and double checking since that happened the second time. Third time is not going to be the charm. It's not. Let's see what's coming up. I've got the doctor and the dentist next week. And then it's busy times ahead. Hey, no problem, Matt. Thanks for coming in this afternoon. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I got about maybe 10 more minutes. And but I will be back next week with more We Can't Not Talk About bee stuff. I'm going to have better notes with me next week. I told all my 1 pound bottles, Tom. That's excellent. I was thinking about getting some 8-ounce bottles, half pound, because they seem to want the smaller bottles. My returning customers, they like the 2 pound bottles and above, but the new customers just want the smaller bottles. So I've got some more 1 pound bottles to fill. I know I've got 20 pounds left in my bucket, and I pulled, let's see, 1, 2, 4 more frames of honey. I've got one really thick frame that might be 8 pounds. It's a medium like this, and it's thick. Because it was a 8 frame, but I put 7 frames in the super, so they would build it out farther, and they did. And how? I'll get a picture. I was gonna do that when Miss T came over with Tampa and Don't Hurt the Harvest, but we got to talking. We didn't even take a video. we got a couple pictures, but that was it. We were busy visiting. Hey, PJ, good to see you. Hey, that's awesome. They're going to love that honey. I did I think it was 2-ounce jars for a wedding last year, and it was teety, but it went over great, and it's gonna be awesome. Hey, that'll work as long as they're paying the rent, right? Hey, Grayson, I was just talking about you and your chat with Lisa last night. That was a good talk. You always have such good chats. And I always hit the thumbs up for you. Which reminds me, when you come in, please sting the like button. Hit the subscribe also, it's free. It helps to get out into the algorithm. Do itashimashita. That's Japanese for you're welcome. Not at all. Happy to. So a lot of the young people that I meet are not interested in keeping honeybees. So you are an exception to the rule, Grayson. And I'm sure your parents are very proud of you in your bee journey. I know I am. And keep going. Keep on keeping your bees. Oh, there you go. Tom's got good honey, in case you're wondering. Yeah, I'm a small batch beekeeper right now. I'm doing well, it's enough just to keep up with the returning customers that I've had. It's okay. I've had my share of typos, Tom. It is okay. Daijoubu desu. I kind of fell back on my Japanese lessons. Since our table group doesn't meet for summer, they'll start back up when school does. I miss them, my Japanese friends. Nihongo no tomodachi. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, PJ. The allergy to bee venom is when you're a beekeeper, that's a very difficult thing to deal with. And I take it your son was the one helping you a lot in the bee yard? Itchy is yes. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, no, nana. Yeah, I've got a review. It's falling off my brain. Yeah, he's the muscle in your operation. Now, I know there have been, because I know Hannah still is struggling to find gloves that they can't sting through. So it is a conundrum when you are faced with that. And I hope whatever decisions you make are the best for your situation. And you're in my prayers, PJ, you and your family. That's about where I am, Tom. I know enough to be dangerous. Abunai. I can look at it and it like my brain leaves it on the page but I've taken some of my study materials into my honey house. So when I'm out there getting everything situated the way I'd like it, I've got my hiragana katakana chart on the wall. So I keep it fresh in my head. Yay! Now you can hear me. That's great. I'm glad it worked out. Yeah, we still have a little flow going. Grayson said he's got 12. Okay. They're moving right along. They're growing right up into healthy colonies that will last through the winter. Hey, No Life Beekeeper James Knoll. Good to see you this afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. I did not make any notes. I made mental notes, and I've already kind of covered those mental notes. So the clover is still flowing. Unless you're mowing it, then it can't flow until it grows back. So I know a lot of the crops that bees go after, like goldenrod and that, they get cut down. The farmers in the fields, they cut those down before the bees can get to them. But the cattle has to eat, right? But the bees, they do know where to go to get it. So you got to trust that they're going, even if it's they do go in the garbage can and get the Coca-Cola, the leftover soda in the can. I've seen them doing it right next to the yellow jackets. And it's funny, I'll put Himalayan pink salt in the water for them, and then I see them on the dirty mud puddle instead of the clean water that I provided for them. So these bees, they do what they want. They do. And for the rainy days, I guess you can read up on your beekeeping materials. Find a beekeeping chat. There's hubby. Hey. Yeah, there is a bad storm coming through. It's flooding downtown already. The son-in-law called me and said the one street, there's water starting to get on that one street. So hopefully there's a way around that and it doesn't get any worse than it already is. And now there's more people. I was just about to say, we've been here half an hour. Now there's more people. I can't just leave. Oh. Yeah, the soybean here in southern Indiana is about to pop. That's why I'm looking forward to that. In addition to what they've already brought in, and I do leave more honey on the colony than I actually take, so so I'm not feeding them too much. That's my style. And that might not be something that other beekeepers do. And that's okay. Daijobu. It's okay. This 2025 year of beekeeping has been another adventure. The skunks that are after, now I understand why some of these colonies haven't been so happy to see me. There's a skunk in the yard in the apiary. So consider that when you have a grumpy hive. They may not be spicy. They may just be irritated by nocturnal critters. So that is something to consider in this beekeeping journey. All of the, yes, it is an adventure. Hubby says, it's not going to be bothering us for long. We'll see. We shall see. Deal with it the best way we can. Keep moving forward. Chalk up your mistakes to learning experiences. Be kind to yourself about them. Nothing's going to turn out perfect in the first time we try it. And in beekeeping, the bees, they build for a permanent place to stay, and we come along and move things around, and it takes them a little while to catch up to us. We'll see, and that's why we have some, they're up there. The last short that I put out, you can see the skunk standing up and then getting stung and coming back down. So they're still going to try it. They're still going to try it. Yeah, some of them are potent. There's you can still see where I got it on the thumb. literally sting the like. It'll go away, James. Time will take it away. It'll be all right. Usually when I get stung in the thumb, it's because I grab them, and that's what happened this last time. I try to be careful about where you put your fingers, but they'll sneak in. They're really quick, these little honeybees. And sometimes doing all that we do, they still find a way around it. Like the one colony at my outyard, they made 2 extra entrances for themselves. Tom said you raised skunks? I know there was an encounter that I had. I'll tell you really quick before I sign off. I was walking home from school, and there was this stretch of road that had a railroad track going. And down the railroad track, I thought I saw a cat. So I said, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, kitty." And it started walking towards me, but it wasn't a kitty. It was a skunk. So that was where I walked the other way. And when they want to remodel, they do. Yes, they do. Well, I'm glad that you had that experience, Tom. But that's not my calling. I'm not put here to raise skunks. No. I'm trying to think of anything else I was supposed to say before I take off. I'm sure I'll remember at some point, and maybe I'll just tell you next week. Whatever you're doing, stay safe, make it great. You are so dear to my heart, and I will see you next week. Ah,